morning.
Morning.
How was your day so far?
It was fine. How was yours?
It was great. Okay, tell me a little bit about yourself, the story behind Miss Crystal.
Okay, I came from Cyprus and I was always involved in aviation. I wanted to be a pilot since I was 5, and I was actually enrolled when I was around like 16 to become a pilot in the States. But then after the working week in high school, where I went to the air traffic control center at the airport, my parents persuaded me to become an ATC. So I had to delete my enrollment in the pilot school, and I had to enroll in courses to give examinations to enter the university. Because in Cyprus, if you want to be an ATC, you need to have a university degree in order to apply. So then I passed in university, and I spent 4 years, which were really bad because I was crying. I did not like it.
Was it hard?
It wasn't really hard. It was like I was doing something that I did not want to do.
Okay.
So this is what made it even harder for me.
What exactly is ATC?
ATC is air traffic control. Air traffic control at the airport. So I spent 4 years there, 4.5 actually, studying French language and literature. So my first degree is in education and French language.
Oh,
My
so
first
you do
degree.
French as well?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So that was the story, and then I did my MSc in aviation safety, and then my PhD.
Why did you choose to pursue your idea of different fields to university?
Well, initially I wanted to become a pilot, so it was like aviation since the beginning. But however, since after the brainwash, I had no other choice, and I had to do something else. And this is how I persuaded different degrees, different fields.
Okay. Was there any particular field before that appealed to you the most before joining aviation?
No, it was only aviation since the beginning.
Only aviation.
Since the
I
beginning.
can see that from your
Yeah, it was always aviation.
How did you work in UAE before joining the university?
I was teaching when I was in Cyprus. So I was teaching in Cyprus, and then I came and continued teaching here.
Okay, what made you teaching as a profession?
Well, I actually wanted to be involved in the aviation industry, to be honest. It did not actually matter where, I just wanted to be in the aviation industry. Plus, because I had the experience of teaching before, so when I came to a conference here in EAU 2 years ago, or no, it was 4 years ago, I had the opportunity to be asked if I wanted to join EAU, and I joined.
How was your first day teaching here?
I think I'm trying to remember. I think it was okay. It was it was different from the teaching experiences I used to have before, but it went well.
What did you find to be the most difficult aspect of teaching?
Okay, teaching here, the difficult part is that you have to deal with students from different cultures. So it's really difficult, because what is acceptable for one culture might be unacceptable for another culture, for example. So for example, for some students that think it's acceptable to talk on the phone or play in class, while in some other cultures it's not acceptable to do this, for example. So dealing with students from different cultures, it's really hard, and especially if in one class is 10 different cultures, for example. So that's the hard point, I think.
What do you like to do outside of work, your hobbies?
Okay, because I'm struggling to finish the PhD as soon as possible, I don't actually have time for hobbies. But what I usually do is I like aviation photography, as it's obvious. I like reading a lot, so I read articles from journals or anything that has to do with safety. I like movies, and of course shopping.
Shopping. How's your PhD going?
Hopefully I'm going to finish in a few months.
3 months?
In a few months. Hopefully. I really wish it's 3 months, but I think it will be a bit more than 3 months. It was really hard work. I mean, you have to be dedicated to the PhD. You have to know that the next year, once you start, the next years will be only for studying, and that's it. So you have to be really dedicated, disciplined, and you really need to want to do it, and you have to be self-motivated to do it. Otherwise, it will take you forever, and you might not finish if you don't, have these qualities.
Okay, do you have any favorite book? Do you have any interest in reading?
Okay, when it comes to reading, I really like Sidney Dekker. So Sidney Dekker, he was actually the supervisor of one of my supervisors, and he did his work on aviation safety on a field called just culture. So it's about acceptable and unacceptable behavior in the aviation industry. It's about, for example, blaming people. That in aviation industry we should not blame people, because even if we blame people, you don't solve the problem. So basically, this is his work. So I really like reading Sidney Dekker, and I like reading articles from journals that have to do with safety, accident investigation, reporting systems, and safety management systems, of course.
All related to aviation?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, do you have any interest in watching movies?
Yeah, I really like watching movies. And recently there are movies that are related to safety. So Sully, and there's another one, Deepwater Horizon, which is also involved in safety management systems and safety culture. So I really like movies.
What are your plans for future? Will you continue studying or teaching?
Okay, well, I'm actually thinking of maybe a second PhD. Yeah,
that's a lot of studying.
It is. So I'm thinking. So I'm still in the thinking process, because I have other subjects that are all in my mind. So I'm thinking for another one. But I think it will wait a little bit until I take the decision for another PhD. I really want to be involved with an ICAO, for example, the International Civil Aviation Organization, and continue participating in conferences that have to do with aviation safety and accident investigation. I would also like to be more involved in accident investigation.
Which is your favorite subject in aviation?
Usually the subjects are linked together, it's a field. So human factors, aviation safety, or safety management systems, which is my PhD subject, and all these are linked, and accident investigation. Basically, these are the three linked subjects that are related to my field.
To finish up, what advice do you have for the students in general?
Okay, students, first of all, they have to be grateful for having the opportunity to study, for example, because there are some other people that want to study and they don't have the opportunity to study, either because their parents cannot afford it or due to other circumstances. So they have to be grateful that they have the opportunity to study, number one, and they need to take advantage of this opportunity rather than, let's say, slack in class or listening to music in class. They need to think about it seriously. Number two, when you're studying, I think, and if you finish your studying period, you need to invest in your education. And I think that even if you complete your studies, you always need to continue educating yourself, either studying for more degrees or doing training, or at least invest on your education, because at the end of the day, that's what they really keep.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you
so much. It was a great interview.
Thank you so much for interviewing and for choosing me for the interview.